somebody fed an AI bot all this Batman like content, right? Made it watch over 1,000 hours of Batman movies and then asked it to write a Batman movie of its own. And it literally starts with, it goes, interior, traditional back. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Traditional Batcave. Batman stands next to his Batmobile and uses his Bat computer. He is sometimes Bruce Wayne, sometimes Batman, all times orphan.
We're all living in a world gone geek. It's time to geek hard or go home. The podcast is real. Here's your host, Grounded Geek.
Hey, welcome to the show. It is The Podcast is Real here on Sunday night. We are back again, and we have a great show for you. We're going to talk about some fun stuff, we hope, and we're glad that you joined us. But, of course, I never do this alone. I have to bring in my compadres, Aaliyah and Utah, which will make my camera freeze on my end, and my whole computer is waiting. There we go. Now I can see you guys. Can you hear me?
Hello there,
Jeff, how are you? Greetings,
right.
Programs.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was like, Utah has his phrase. Now I need mine. And so it's just going to be, hello there, puppets.
I love everything about that.
Okay, that's great. That's great. It's a drive-by fruiting.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to throw fruit at you every so often.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Yes.
It's a drive-by fruiting. I don't know what that's from, but I really enjoy
Mrs.
it.
Doubtfire.
It's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Oh, silly me.
Come on. No.
Have you not seen Mrs. Doubtfire?
I have, but these are movies that I would watch with my dad, and now that I've moved out, it's like I don't watch.
I thought that's where you got your greeting. Isn't that the Mrs. Doubtfire called the kids puppets?
Oh, is
Puppets.
it?
Yeah.
I feel like, oh no, I thought it was like from something.
Harry Potter or what?
Yeah, I don't know, probably. Or I thought
Downton Abbey.
Maybe, I mean, I also feel like I make these random things up sometimes. So it could be from something, but I've just been saying it so long that I thought it was me. I thought I was that original, but let's be real.
What's up with that?
We need to record a new one of those, by the way, because I got a new soundboard and I don't have that in my soundboard yet. So we're going to have to record that at some point.
Yes.
I'm just sitting here having a drink of liquid. There's actually liquid in this cup. I wanted to show you guys. Did you see this? Did you see
Hold
these?
on.
Wait.
I don't like that cup. I'm going to see if I can.
Wait.
This is a Cleveland Gaming Classic cup.
He's trying to make it
do
something. He's trying to make it do something really cool.
I don't like it. I want to get rid of it.
Oh, yeah. Let me, I got to get it to something green. So for podcast listeners, what I'm doing is I'm changing the colors of this cup.
It's an LED lit
It's a
cup.
really cool LED lit, cup. And look at that. When it goes to the green, my green screen, like I disappear behind the cup, which is kind of funny.
It gets chroma keyed.
But anyway, chroma keyed right out. But it's really cool. It's got all these different lighting. It can cycle through lights, or it can, go on a color you want. There's the green one.
It can.
And they give these out every year. They like serve certain types of drinks at the little kind of like bar area with it as well, usually, or they sometimes do. Or you can just buy the cup. It's awesome. And so Tom, who we had on the show last week.
Weeks.
No, Rocky was last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
He hooked us up. So I've got two of them here for you guys.
Oh,
still in the wrapper. So
nice,
germ free and everything. But
thank you.
Very nice of Tom. Thank you, Tom.
That was very cool of him. And I actually spent some time with him and all the volunteers from the show that helped put that on, and heard some cool ideas that they're thinking about for next year. So I'm telling you, man, if you, it's like that same weekend. I don't remember the dates, but we can get them. Cleveland Gaming Classic. Go to gamecleveland.com. Put on your calendar now, because it is going to be epic. I mean, they're actually talking about 3. Remember I said
they're going multi-day. Yeah.
They may be going 3. So
Friday through Sunday.
Yeah. So
Nice.
no guarantees that any of this happens exactly the way. It's
Sure.
very early in the planning stage.
Very
but
early.
it is going to be epic. If you thought last year was epic, this is more epic. And we're out of the basement. We're going to be on the main floor. Like some of it was on the main floor, but this is the whole thing now is on the main floor. And
wow.
yeah. So it's like legit. Not that it wasn't legit, but it's like even more legit. Like it's just like what? Now we're like,
Nice.
this official con in the big space in the
too
IX
legit.
Center. Yeah,
To quit.
that's right. So
what was that? Do that again.
so
Too
that's my
legit to
little
quit.
promo for Cleveland Gaming Classic. Go check it out. See, put it on your calendar. Definitely be there. You should be there. It's going to be awesome. So one other thing that I do want to do, I actually have some stuff to give away. But Utah, in the meantime, why don't you tell us what you've brought for us today?
Oh, yes. Well, so
Utah's show and
today-
tell. I think
Yeah.
it's show and you tell. I don't know. Utah. Anyway.
Utah shoe and tell.
It's shoe and tell. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm sorry. I got too excited. Shoe and tell.
I thought
That's it. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. I'm sorry for everybody. I just destroyed your eardrum.
I think you just killed some eardrums.
That was amazing. Yeah. I'll fix that in post for the podcasters. But
Something
I'm
clipped
confused.
there.
Why did you get so excited?
that's a great name, isn't it? You don't think that's amazing? Oh my God.
gotta-
So cool.
I never know if these things that you guys say are like from something else. So I'm just like,
I just thought that was. I'm trying to come up with something clever to call. We've been trying all this time, and I did something really stupid with you. I couldn't think of anything, and then you said your name, and I'm like, what? That's it. It's shoe and tell.
Shoe and tell.
So shoe and tell. Go ahead.
So you have a
We need
shoe.
to get a theme song. I'm gonna have to get a
jingle.
jingle.
Right, yeah. So
We'll
I'll
have
get
to
a
hire a
theme
guy.
song, and then I'll start it with like talking in my shoe phone, like get
Shoe
smart,
phone?
and then
There you go.
But today
or you
I
could
have
wait
one
your
of-
own jingle with the ukulele. That's
Oh, I
up
should
to
do
you.
that.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Do
Yeah.
that one.
Okay. Jeez. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
she demands it.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry. I apologize.
Wow. Okay, puppet.
Okay, that puppy.
Okay, puppet. Today I have one of my all-time favorite Marvel collectibles. It looks like a Matchbox. Oh, but it's not. Oh, well, actually, it is a Matchbox. But look who's inside.
Ooh.
Why, it's Ant-Man.
Oh my gosh,
inside a
he's so
Matchbox.
small.
That
This
is so
pretty amazing.
cool.
They officially call this a micro figure, not an action figure. And I do believe they did announce that this is the smallest action figure that they've ever made. And by
I
they,
love that.
I mean Hasbro. So, but there it is.
Oh.
There he is hanging out in the Matchbox.
Wow. So are those still available, or is that a premium?
No, this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from 2015 when the first Ant-Man movie was coming out.
So your best chance is eBay if you want one.
So your best chance is eBay. Sometimes, there'll be sellers on Amazon. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Marvel collectibles because
That's
it's just so
pretty
silly.
sweet.
I love it.
Yeah.
I haven't taken him out of the box because I'm afraid I'll lose him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because he's
so tiny.
He's actual size, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's actual size. So
Wow.
go.
When you put it like further away, it's like, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
it's like Jeff's cup.
Yeah.
Ooh. He just
Well,
throws it behind him.
Speaking of eBay, I got a question for you guys. Have you seen these adult Happy Meals at McDonald's?
I bought 2.
Yeah.
No.
I bought
There's
2. I
adult
bought-
Happy Meals?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Adults only. They actually card you before they give it to you because only people of certain seasoning.
Adults.
Only people of certain seasoning can see Ronald McDonald in that way.
Well, I tell you what.
I'm kidding. It's not
They partnered with
What
Cactus
way?
Cactus Flea.
Flea Market,
Yeah, Cactus Plant.
which
Flea
I'd
Market.
never heard of before this. I guess it's like a clothing
It's a
brand or something.
Yeah, it's some kind of fashion label. Yeah.
Yeah. and they partnered with them to do these Happy Meal. It's basically a Happy Meal, only instead of, small, a drink and fries, you get a medium or large, I think. And then it's a Big Mac or a 10-piece nugget. So it's like a more adult sized Happy Meal. And the toys are like retro McDonald's characters.
Except
but they've got 4 eyes for some reason.
You got a Grimace? Oh,
I got Grimace. That was the first one I got.
Unbelievable.
And
that's the one I want.
Yeah.
You can sell that on eBay for quite a bit, I think.
Well, this one's open. So this one, I got another one here that I
You got 2 Grimaces?
No, I don't know I think this might be the cactus plant.
I don't know. I can't. That's like a transparent bag. Turn it around.
It's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
Yeah,
Turn
it
look.
is.
Oh,
I was like, yes, it is.
I'm like, I can't see through it. What are you talking about? But you literally
We see right through it. No, we see right through it.
See, that's really good. Like key too. Wow. Look at that. The logo looks like it's floating in the middle.
Yeah, that's actually.
That's
I think this is the cactus plant flea market like mascot guy.
I've got
like
2 of those.
Smiley face guy.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
he wearing a
He
hat?
looks like. Yeah, he looks like a generic McDonald's employee kind of guy.
Okay. Yeah, I
He's
think
got a
that's
hat.
what this is.
He's got a McDonald's hat and shirt. I've got 2 of those.
Feels like that. Yeah. But no, the very first one I got was Grimace.
Oh.
And I wish I hadn't opened it now because he might have been worth more. But I might see if he's worth something on eBay. But because people are selling these on eBay for like ridiculous costs.
For okay,
one guy put an unopened Grimace on there for $25,000. That's never going to go.
Which is never going to sell for that. But I've seen completed sales of like $25, $30, $40
crazy
for a toy that came in a $10, Happy Meal.
Right. Where are you getting your Happy Meals? I think it was like more like 13 or something.
You guys are making. I don't even keep
I'm just
McDonald's,
kidding.
but I'm about to go out, get 3 adult Happy Meals.
I go out of Cuyahoga County where the sales tax is lower.
There you go. Yeah. So 4-eyed Grimace is now part of my life here.
That's awesome. No,
I did not know this. How do you guys find this stuff out? Twitter?
Well, I don't know if they're still doing it.
That was on TV.
It was a limited
commercial.
time, right?
Oh, it's time to be real. Hold on. So, okay, this is the next topic we're going to talk about. Do you guys know what Be Real is? Have you heard of this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So Be Real is a new social media. There we go. That it takes a picture from the front phone and the back at the same time. So it's literally like you and what you're doing right now.
Right.
And I got 6 more seconds. And so what happens is it's one time a day you have to post. All right.
And same time every day.
Well, no, different times.
Oh,
it just
okay.
it suddenly will say time to be real. You have 2 minutes to post it. If you don't,
or else,
it lets everybody know that you're late and that you weren't real, right? You waited and like prepared yourself for this. And so the whole idea is that it's like a more
I see.
natural social media, right? So it's like you're real. You don't all these pictures on Instagram, everyone's like posed and like filtered and all this stuff. And this is me being real. The people who follow, or my friends on here see me, the green screen, and you guys, and
that's right, because they don't see
we were real.
There.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's kind of a neat idea, but apparently there's some websites and some other where people are posting the most like odd Be Real moments. Like apparently someone actually did one from a car accident.
Oh my God.
And it's out there. Yeah. So I think it's like, I forget what it was called. I'm going to find it real quick. Be Real awkward.
Be Real awkward
moments. Something like that.
That's me all the time.
Be Real awkward.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it. Check.
But it's kind of like the, I thought Rachel introduced this. My daughter introduced this to me. That's what she was doing, Aaliyah, at the Cleveland Gaming Classic when she took a picture of us. So you and I ended up on it last time. I don't know if you saw that, but
so this is an app.
Yeah, it's an app.
Oh, it was released. It's 2 years old. It's been around for 2 years.
Apparently, that was the first that I had heard of it. But yeah, some of these have become
Interesting.
memes.
Of course they become memes. Why? I mean,
I feel like that's the only good explanation.
oh, it's by a French company, so we can't blame China for this one. Okay.
I guess not. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of an interesting idea. And it actually, the week after Rachel told me about this, Saturday Night Live did a parody of it. Yeah. And it was great. It was so funny. So you're going to have to check that out. SNL, Be Real.
Okay.
It's pretty funny. So those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is the new social media craze with the young folk, I guess.
Young folk.
And I guess even younger than Aaliyah, because she doesn't know what it is.
the look on her face.
I know
says
she's
it
like,
all.
what?
I barely know about anything.
Yeah.
I'm just alive.
Well, I only know about this because I have a kid who like introduced me to it. You know what I mean? Like she's like, hey, yeah, this is a cool thing. So what happens is all the people that I'm friends with on here, they have to post at the same time. If they don't, it'll alert and say that they posted late. And I could be like, you weren't real, you posed for this, whatever. I don't have to, I wouldn't say that obviously, but
I would.
So I got it in before any of my friends. So as you can see, none of my friends have posted their Be Real yet. So
so wait a minute. So it's the same time. So it's just a random time.
Same time. Yep.
Everybody. So everyone in the app has to be real at the same time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, I'm friends with people I know. Yeah. It's not strangers.
Okay. Oh, but I feel like it would be cool if it was strangers.
Right. It's not a Facebook type thing or an Instagram where it's literally only your friends and stuff that you're sharing with. So there may be a way to follow celebrities doing this. I have no idea, but I haven't figured that part out.
I feel like that would be so cool if it was just like a bunch of random people out here, in New Zealand, being real, just being real. Yeah. And you don't know them. They don't know you.
Can you like browse through the Be Reals and like say, oh, let's check out everybody's Be Real from yesterday and then see them all? Or
so, yeah, just the people that I'm friends with, I believe.
Can you categorize them?
Wait,
like,
Discovery? What's Discovery? Oh my gosh. See? No, there are.
So you can
stuff out here.
So you can do other. Okay, there you go. See,
I don't know who these people are. Look at this while they're driving.
Well, I mean, they don't want to be late.
Well, let's see. Are they? Oh yeah, they're in motion. The speedometer's up around 30 or 40 there.
So at least it's 30 or 40.
Yeah.
So how many of them are in the bathroom?
So far, I haven't seen. This guy's making something to eat. That was pretty fun.
Oh, that's good.
That because nice.
What am I looking at there?
Because there's the bathroom.
Questionable.
Yeah.
there's the bathroom one right there.
No, it wasn't. Oh, look, Grimace made it into one.
Oh, that's great.
Somebody's Grimace on their dashboard.
Hilarious.
All of these people that knew about this situation, and I had no clue.
Yeah, kind of fun.
Again, I'm just alive. We're just alive.
I mean, it's not for everybody. I'm not gonna like. Oh, this person was watching that weird. What is that called? What's that called, Utah? You recognize it with the puppets? It's shoot, what is the name of that show? It's like a YouTube. It's really bizarre.
Oh,
like
is it that exercise guy, Magnus?
No, this is something else. I gotta find it out.
Where are people finding these things? Are they digging through the trenches?
I didn't hear what you said.
Who, me? Or her? Are we both breaking up?
No, I hear you. Utah is just somewhere else.
You can't hear us, Utah? All right, we lost Utah.
Where did you
or
go?
He lost us, I think.
I can hear you, sort of, but...
Oh. Then maybe it is on your end, because Aaliyah can hear me.
Yeah. If Aaliyah can hear, then we know that it's not.
Well, hold on a second. I thought she was just alive.
But that doesn't... I'm alive, but I can hear.
So be real.
All right, well, let me
check it out.
Let
me log out and log back in then.
I was about to start a banter. All right, go ahead. I'll save it for when you come back.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
All right. We're taking a small break while Utah deletes. While Utah leaves from the from the thing and comes back. I mean, technically, we could just leave him in the green room when he comes back and just talk about him, and he's stuck there, and he doesn't have to.
Yeah,
he can't.
He just listens to us,
or he can hear and see what we're saying, but he can't enter. He won't be able to defend himself from whatever we're saying.
Yeah,
it's taking him longer to come back than usual. He's usually here already.
Yeah, normally he just boops and bops right back in.
All right. So, there he is, coming shortly. So here's the thing, though. Now that he's arrived, I am frozen. There we go. And when I bring him on live, I'll probably freeze again. There we go. We good?
There we go. We good?
Can you hear now?
Can you hear now?
All right. Cool.
Can you hear now?
So this
No,
week's
yeah,
Paramount
sure.
Paramount Pictures giveaway is actually a movie that looks kind of good. This is it's got John Voight, Jonathan Rhys Meyers, Rhys Myers, star in the nail-bitingly suspenseful thriller Dangerous Game, now streaming on Redbox. Family reunion at a remote mansion takes a lethal turn when they are trapped inside and forced to play a deadly survival game where only one will make it out alive. Stream Dangerous Game instantly on Redbox on demand today. Rated R from Paramount Pictures. And I have Redbox codes, so you won't have to pay to watch it on Redbox if you if you want one. So all I'm asking people to do is hit me up on Twitter at World Gone Geek. Either, follow us and tweet at us and say, hey, I want a copy of, I want to watch that movie. Or say, let's see, it's called Dangerous Game. So I got it. So tell me your favorite non-dangerous board game that you play. Your favorite game that you play, board game. And maybe it is dangerous.
That's
maybe it gets dangerous in your family because like you're playing Monopoly and dad always flips the board at some point and you got the what is it called? The little iron, stuck in your eyeball or something.
Get stuck in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real gruesome.
Danger is my middle name.
Or a thimble flew up your nose or something. Yeah, could be bad.
Oh no.
So Monopoly can be dangerous depending on who you're playing with.
Stuck in your throat.
So yeah, tweet at me. Tell me your favorite game. Hashtag it with Dangerous Game, and I will give you a code until I run out of them, and then I will say so on Twitter. So make sure you're following us at World Gone Geek. Yes, hashtag Dangerous Game. Tell us the most dangerous board game you've ever played, and then you can have a copy, and it's a free rental. You can watch this movie. And it really does. The trailer is pretty good. If you've watched it, it's pretty good. It looks like it could be a fun, everybody's trapped in a mansion, kind of like, murder
Razor
mystery
blade
type of
Jenga.
Thing. Yeah, that would be bad. What are what are other dangerous games that we could
Uno.
play? This is Uno. How is Uno dangerous?
Sorry, not sorry.
Oh,
Shoots and ladders.
Shoots, but it's SHOO.
Shoots and ladders.
I see what you did there. Nicely done.
Yes.
What are some other dangerous games? These are great. Now I have to think of some board games. Dungeons and Dragons implies
hungry
right?
hippos.
Yeah, that could be.
Oh.
Especially if you
hungry hippos?
So I guess if these board games were played in real life, the hungry hippos would be extremely dangerous because hippos are nice and cute and apparently they're vicious, right? They're like one of the most dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to piss off a hippo.
Yes, they are.
But they're you look at
don't
these,
piss off a hippo,
and they're just these happy little little tiny ears.
They're not so little. Come on, Jeff.
No. But I'm just saying they
little.
they have this
cute.
reputation for being like cute, kind of, but they're
But they're a predator.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
And their
Terrawet
jaws
was
are like, rah.
Terrawet was cute from Moon Knight.
Exactly. But she's dangerous, it turns out.
She is.
Right. Parcheesi for the lactose intolerant.
Oh, good one.
What was
Aaliyah,
that?
I'm still totally like loving that you came up with Shoots and Ladders so quickly. That was kudos for that. I'm still like smiling from that one.
What about
because ladders are so dangerous.
Shoots.
What is,
Ladders are dangerous too. I guess that's true. Though.
What do you mean
Think
shoot?
about it.
Oh, bang, bang.
If you don't have somebody spotting you on the ladder, right?
He's like, ladders are dangerous.
Right,
Yeah, there's
right.
someone down there helping you. It is dangerous.
I have smashed my finger closing a ladder before. It is not fun. You can get
it's not a fun time.
You can get
You see?
It's not a fun time.
Flesh pinched.
Mm-hmm.
And he yelled shoot when that happened too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say that's what I said. I'm desperately, my mind is desperately racing for a Candyland one, and I just can't. That's
a tough
think of
one.
it.
Yeah. No, that's
Trying to think of the other ones that
unless
that I had
you're
as a
diabetic,
child.
Candyland for diabetics.
I guess that could be right. It could be dangerous for a diabetic.
Well, I don't know because there's some interesting things in the Candyland world, right? I feel like somewhere.
Like candy,
I'm like totally blanking on board games.
or maybe
What? Maybe
how
what?
about the game of life?
Life is dangerous. This is true.
Life is dangerous. Yeah, life be lifing. Life.
Yeah,
Life
I always
risk.
remember playing the. Right
Risk.
there, boom. I mean,
Right.
No, that's
Risk,
self-explanatory,
yeah.
right?
Man, this is getting
Yep.
too real.
Yeah,
Trouble.
you touched on life.
Trouble.
Another
Trouble.
self-explanatory
That's a good one.
one.
That's a dangerous one. Well, we're trying to
Thinking
think of dangerous games, like shoots and ladders, but shoots like bang bang.
Pew, pew.
Get it? What is it?
Pew,
Get it?
Wagers.
I like the pew pew.
Hmm.
Pew pew.
Yeah. Yeah. What about the
Pew pew puppet.
Exploding kittens. My wife just added to that.
yeah.
Exploding kittens.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Totally.
Now,
Yeah.
here's the
With
thing.
unicorns. That's a similar.
You said shoots and ladders,
Angry
but did you know
unicorns?
that there is another version? And maybe it's like a European version or something. It's called Snakes and Ladders. Did you know that?
What
Yeah. I guess you slide down snakes.
is that like?
Oh wait, I didn't know that
Is that
actually.
like the? Is
Yeah.
that like the
Also-
off-brand Russian version?
I don't know. But that would be dangerous because snakes, right? I mean, I guess depends on the type of snakes. Snakes and ladders.
Right.
board
I mean,
game.
they
I'm
could
looking
be
this
just
up right
like
now.
typical garden snakes. Just could be garden snakes. They're not dangerous.
Oh, another board game that's dangerous. My wife just threw out Pandemic. We just lived that one for real.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I
That's a
remember
good
that
one.
We could remember the game from SpongeBob. What was it? The sewers, or you guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember that.
The board game from SpongeBob.
You can keep saying the board game from SpongeBob, but it doesn't help me.
It's not helping.
It's not coming to me. I don't know. My kids would probably know what
It's
you're
not-
talking about.
Does it have to deal with merman?
It's eels and
Mermaid Man?
escalators.
Oh,
It's eels and escalators.
that's cool. Yeah,
Okay,
That's a dangerous
funny.
game.
That's clever.
yeah. Electric eels.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Battleship
escalators.
would be dangerous.
Oh,
Yeah,
I feel like escalators would be more dangerous than electric eels.
yeah. So, dangerous game. Hashtag dangerous game. I'll give you a copy of that movie. If you can think of another dangerous game, or just say one of the ones that we said, that would be great. And we'll go from there.
Shoots
That
and
was
ladders.
fun.
Shoots and ladders. Shoots and
Yeah,
ladders.
that was the best one, I think.
Oh,
pew.
Jumanji. Jumanji would be a very dangerous game.
That was dangerous. Yeah, it was
but
Athura,
I
too.
feel like that's a dangerous game because of the game itself, not necessarily like the name. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, yeah, but
It's still a dangerous game.
yeah,
I
no,
didn't
think it
realize that
qualifies.
was-
We're limiting it to board games, right? Or card games,
Yeah, so it has only the first Jumanji.
like War. War.
Yeah, War
is
is
dangerous, right?
yeah. Cool.
Card games. Okay.
So I got some
Spades.
news for you guys.
Spades. Yeah, spades could be dangerous.
What's the news?
So
News of the-
we bantered about for 30 minutes, like I had hoped to, waiting because I knew that our guest might be late, and he's not here. So we don't have a guest to talk to us today. So we knew that was a possibility.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew it was a possibility. In fact, I'm going to edit the name of this right now. We're going to call this Binge Watches or whatever. So there we go. I changed the name of that. Hopefully that works on Twitch. People will see the difference.
Are you still laughing, Utah, or is it just delayed?
No, I think it might be delayed here and there.
It's delayed.
So yeah, we're going to talk about one topic, but since we're not doing that tonight, we're just going to kind of give everybody, it's going to be a short show, I think, but we're going to give everybody some advice on some of we haven't talked about this in a while. I've wanted to do it as a segment, but we're always, talk too much about other stuff that we never get to it. But it's, what are you watching, right? What are you watching now? We're going to share some things that we watched over the summer or watched recently, and recommendations or don't waste your time kind of situations. And if you're out there and you're watching along with us, feel free to throw your own recommendations or stay away from in the chat, and we'll go from there. So who wants to start? Let's see. I know, Aaliyah, you actually had a show that you mentioned before we started, and it's one that I wanted to watch. It's on my watch. It's in my list. I haven't gotten to it yet. So convince me why I should watch that one.
Oh, okay. Well, first I will say the name of it, and it is the Imperfects. I have, ever since I watched what was The Mutants, which was not, that great of a movie, but it wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen.
You mean New Mutants?
Yeah, the New Mutants. Yeah, that one. Thanks for the clarifier.
Which is now available on Disney Plus for anyone who's interested.
It is
correct.
Yeah. All of you that waited for it to come out on a streaming service, you were smart. But yeah, so The Imperfects is a very good show. 10 episodes, about I think an hour long each. I pretty much binged like the first 6 in a day. I just put that out there for all to hear that I spent 6 hours at least watching a show. Ed, did I lose everyone?
No, I'm here. We
is it just me? Oh, okay. And yeah, it's about these, I think, 4 main characters that have different powers. One has super hearing. One, it turns into a banshee. The other turns in oh wait. Yeah, I don't know if he turns into a banshee, but a chupacabra. That's what he turns into.
Chupacabra.
Yeah, chupacabra. The one girl that has super hearing, she's the banshee. And then there's a girl whose like pheromones are really potent and it makes everyone love her. Which, some of these like, yeah, basically. And I think that's it. And then they just basically are trying to figure out how to heal. They were receiving treatment because they knew that they had like a genetic disorder. They were receiving treatment and they stopped receiving their pills. And as soon as they stopped receiving their pills, the doctor that gave it to them gave them a placebo, and things got real interesting. So yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
And then
it's very, like you saying it, like the New Mutants, it does sound a little X-Men style.
Yeah, it does.
Situation.
Mutant. It sounds very mutiny.
Yeah, it does.
Not mutiny, that's that's a different. Not that kind of mutiny.
Mutanty.
Yeah.
Mutanty.
You have to really pronounce it. You have to enunciate.
You gotta really, you have to enunciate. Yes.
But yeah, it's a very good show.
It's in my list. I definitely want to watch it. And now that you've said that, I will.
Yes.
But
at least an episode. You got to watch at least an episode. Let me know what you think. It is super good.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. And that's on Netflix, right?
Yeah. And I feel like we should do like with our listeners, they should comment on your Twitter to see which episode they watched. Mine, Jeff's, or Utah's.
Oh, well, I think we're going to talk about more than one.
Yeah.
More than one thing.
Listen.
The shows I've been watching are just way too mainstream. So,
like what?
Oh.
So, I mean, I'm like watching Andor and She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're not
everybody's seen that.
But a lot of nerds are watching that. Yeah. Me included. Andor is flipping amazing, though.
I got to say, of all and we've talked about this before, of all the characters in Rogue One, which was a great Star Wars movie, of all the characters in Rogue One, I don't think, I never thought to myself, that Cassian Andor is a pretty compelling guy. I wonder how he started and how he got into the rebellion. Never thought that. I never knew that I needed to see Cassian Andor's origin story because they're doing such a great job with it. It's really,
well, I think it's
very
also
intriguing, compelling.
I think it's also that it's not just about him. He's kind of the central character,
yes.
But then there are side characters that we're seeing them. What's going on with these people during this whole time of revolution that's taking place.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why I think
it's a great way of putting it.
They should have just called it like Rebellion or something. And Andor was a character. Calling it Andor is a little misleading because yes, he is a central character that we do see some events unfold in front of, but there's also Mon Mothma and she doesn't ever interact with him, at least yet. You know what I mean? There's also this other character who was with the corporation and now is like fired.
Cyril.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. Thank you. And they're not interacting with Andor at all. Well, he kind of is because he at one point believes Andor to be responsible for his. But yeah, other than that, it's interesting. And She-Hulk,
no, it's true.
You mentioned, great.
Yeah, Attorney at Law.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I get the whole name because if I just say She-Hulk, then people might have certain Marvel action expectations. And it is a law comedy. It's a law show. It's a law comedy show. It's sort of like Marvel Ally McBeal.
Mm-hmm. Only much
Marvel
better than Ally McBeal. I was never a huge fan of that show, but they did the one.
It was funny when William Shatner was on it.
Yeah. Well, of course,
the dancing baby.
That was so weird.
That's the infamous dancing baby came from Ally McBeal.
So I wanted to make sure people know that we are planning to have our good friend Tom Tennant on the show in the future to talk to us about the state of the MCU. And when we do, we will talk about She-Hulk because that's why I don't want to get into it too deep right now. But it's received a mixed response. And a lot of trolls and a lot of you either love it or you hate it. And if you hate it, people have too. It becomes pretty obvious when you start saying why you hate it. It may not be the show that your issue, but we'll see. Some people just didn't like it. It wasn't their thing. And I totally get it. Like if you're into,
that's okay.
Yes. If you're into, what is it called? The Falcon and Winter Soldier, like that's your thing. You want all the action, you want all the adventure. And, a comedy, about lawyers isn't what you were looking for in a Marvel show. Fine. Totally get that. But that doesn't mean this show is bad. It's just not your thing. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So if you are into this kind of stuff,
people said, the WandaVision was pretty divisive too. So.
Exactly. So, I don't know what the big deal is, but
I don't know what the big deal is either. Though I feel like the reaction to She-Hulk is very meta considering.
Oh gosh, this is the strangest thing because, well, again, I think we should save that and talk about it.
We'll save it. Yeah, we'll save it for Tom for that episode.
I think that's where we need to do that.
But yes, very funny.
All right,
very ironic. Ironic. No, not really ironic.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's almost like they filmed it and released it each week because it seems to be responding exactly to what was going on in
right.
the world.
Like, that's
I think.
exactly right.
That's That's
it's like it was like a live show every week, and it just I don't
responding to exactly what the trolls were saying. It's so funny. So either they were able to predict what the trolls were saying, and they were right, and or they filmed it like each week, which obviously they didn't do. They were just
the AI is pretty incredibly smart nowadays. So
this is true. I don't know.
One's named Kevin.
I don't know if you saw exactly. I don't know if you saw that AI Batman script that's out there. But no, apparently it's not real good with superheroes. Have you seen that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the one where Batman tells Alfred to birth Robin, right?
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So there's an artist out there. There's a couple of artists
talking about.
There's a couple of artists who have actually made it to the comedy, but somebody fed an AI bot all this Batman like content, right? Made it watch over 1,000 hours of Batman movies and then asked it to write a Batman movie of its own. And it literally starts with, it goes, interior, traditional back. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Traditional Batcave. Batman stands next to his Batmobile and uses his Bat computer. He is sometimes Bruce Wayne, sometimes Batman, all times orphan. Batman. This is now a safe city. I have punched a penguin into prison. Alfred, Batman's loyal battler, carries a tray of goth ham.
I love that.
Alfred, eat a dinner, Mattress Wayne.
Mattress Wayne.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. An explosion explodes. That's what they do, right? So, I mean, that's not real surprising. The Joker and Two-Face enter the cave. Joker is a clown, but insane. Two-Face is a man. I can't even do it without laughing. Two-Face is a man, but attorney. Batman says, no, it is Two-Face and One Face. They hate me for being a bat. Batman throws Alfred.
This is the best part, though. Yeah.
Batman throws Alfred at Two-Face. Two-Face flips Alfred like a coin. Alfred lands heads up, which means Two-Face goes home. Batman, it is just you and I, the Joker. Bat versus clown. Moral enemies.
Here we go.
Moral enemies.
I'm such a freak.
There you go.
Society is bad. You drink water. I drink and
I drink bats, just like a bat would. Batman looks around for his parents, but they are still dead. This makes him have anger. Oh. He fires a bat rocket. The Joker deflects with his sixth sense of humor, a clownly power.
A clownly power.
I have never followed a rule. That's my rule. Do you follow? I don't.
That's my favorite part. Do you follow? I don't. Alfred.
Here it is.
Alfred, give birth to Bat. No, give birth.
No.
I can't even do it. I'm laughing so hard I can't even read it right. Alfred, give birth to Robin. Alfred begins the process since it's his job. The Joker now has a present in his hand. He juggles it over to Batman.
Happy Bat Day, Birthman. What is that?
Batman opens the present since he's a good guy. It contains a coupon for new parents, but is expired. This is a Joker joke.
That's all I've got.
Oh my gosh, that was the end. It's so amazing.
Oh, not the coupon for new parents.
And it's expired. Oh my God, it's just genius.
And it's expired.
Yeah, it's so great.
I need that. I want.
How did we get on that? Oh, the AI. The AI creating She-Hulk, perhaps. Yes.
Yes.
Good suggestions though there for TV shows we're binging. Do you have others? I mean, we can come back to you. My camera just died, so there's that.
No. Here's a coupon. Oh,
but here's a coupon for new camera.
Expired.
That is a Joker joke. What other shows have we been binging? Because I'm going to have to reset this camera here. Did you have others, or is it my turn? Do you want me to share something?
I don't know. I've been starting up Severance, which I've heard.
Oh God, so good. Sorry.
Okay. Again, sorry about your eardrums, listeners.
That
show is as good as the Chutes and Ladders joke that Aaliyah said earlier. They're both equally amazing.
Wow, thank you. Didn't realize that joke was like, but
it's legendary, Aaliyah. Yeah. Chutes and Ladders. We're gonna have to make like the box board game Chutes and Ladders for Aaliyah so she can have it.
Right? Yeah, that would be fun.
But it's gonna be pew pew.
Right. Chutes and Ladders. Pew pew.
Yes.
But I've just started Severance. Karen had started watching it and she liked it a lot. And so I decided to start it. And I've only heard excellent things about it. And so far, I think I'm like 2 or 3 episodes in, and it's really something. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Really get you thinking. And the cast is really, really great. It's a very interesting premise. And I can see how it can get really, really twisted and dark. So I'm kind of excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, it's legit one of my favorite shows.
What is this on?
It's on Apple TV.
It is on Apple TV.
So I don't know.
Sadly, another subscription service.
Now my camera is back on, but I'm totally max headrooming. I don't know if you see it or not. Am I?
Yes, you're like AI. Jeff is now an AI.
As long as my voice is coming through, we're all right. Yeah, Severance. Oh my gosh, I totally second Severance. It's probably the best show to come out at all this year. It's so good. It should win all of the awards. And Ben Stiller,
all the awards,
is behind that.
Yeah.
So he's the director.
I'm not surprised.
It's fantastic.
He wrote some of it too, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I think so. The whole thing was like part of it. Well, it was him. I watched an interview with him and he explained where it came from. The idea was another guy's, but they came together and like, this is a show that we're going to do. And it was, it's really good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Apple TV has really great shows. I'm just going to say
So what do I do? Do I just buy a box?
Really great content.
No, you can actually get the app now on
there's a TV app.
Yeah. If you have Roku, I think you can get the app. You don't need the Apple TV.
You don't need to get the little black
subscribe
box.
to Apple TV Plus. It's
For
called
how much
Apple
a
TV
month?
Plus.
How much is it?
I don't know.
I think the cheapest one is $5-10 a month.
Yeah, I don't.
So if you get the little box thingy, do you automatically get the TV subscription?
No, you still have to subscribe. Yeah.
That is baloney.
subscribe.
What's the purpose? I'm trying to really think about these different things, right?
They probably. Well, I think when I got it, I got a year for free because it had just started out.
Well, why did you even get it? What was the reason?
The Apple TV device? Because I can watch everything else on there too. Netflix, Prime, Hulu. Like there's tons of apps.
For free?
Well, no. But
you
that's
just
what
get
the
the
apps
app.
are. It's the apps. It's just like buying a
just get
Roku.
the
Why would you
apps.
buy a Roku, right? It's the same thing.
Because that's like one of the
Only it's cooler.
Well, okay, you can get those things
And you can play video games
from a
on the Apple
PlayStation,
TV.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
You can do that too.
Or a
sure.
Roku.
Yeah.
Or an iPad.
Or an Xbox.
But I'm trying to justify this, right? I'm trying to figure out why anybody would justify this.
A lot of smart TVs nowadays, you can get the apps and just have them on your TV.
I just don't understand why anyone would pay to get the Apple TV box thing just to get the other, like Hulu, just to get the other apps. When most TVs nowadays already have it, but you still, even if you get the Apple TV thingy, you still have to pay for Apple TV. It's not like it comes with it, right?
Well, right. Well, it's the same thing.
Same thing with
I just
Roku.
don't
Same thing with anything else.
If you buy a Roku,
But then
or if you buy an
you're
Xbox,
getting the TV. You're getting the TV, right? Like
no,
if
you can buy
already
a Roku
have
device. Not everybody has a smart TV. Is my point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a smart TV, and I still use the Apple TV instead of the smart TV because the apps are better.
It's probably better.
It runs better.
Probably,
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say it probably runs better too because it's got like a more powerful chip inside, and it's basically running iOS. So it's basically like an iPhone hooked up to your television.
Yeah. But I get it. I know what you're saying, and a lot of people don't because they have smart TVs, so they don't bother. But if you don't, that's what it's for.
Our TV in the living room is a Roku TV, and it's got, all the built-in apps on it. It's got Netflix and, Paramount Plus, Peacock Plus.
Which you still have to pay for.
Plus and this Plus. Which you still have to subscribe to. But it came with the TV, and so we tend to use the TV. We used to, before a smart TV, we used our PlayStation or our Xbox.
Yeah, same.
But, don't have to do that anymore. Now I can just play games on those things.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or let them sit collecting dust, same thing.
Exactly. But as far as Apple TV is concerned, they're producing original content just like Netflix and Hulu, the stuff that, and so far I got to say the quality of their shows has been amazing. And my wife and I just finished watching a show called Blackbird, and it is got Taron Egerton in it, and Greg Kinnear, and there's another guy playing. I can't remember his name, but he played Stingray in the Cobra Kai series, if you're watching that at all. And he's hilarious in that, but in this, he's very not. He's very scary. It's all about,
it's very not
hilarious. No, it's based on a true story about a guy who, was going to prison for drugs and gun, charge or whatever. And the FBI, because the FBI and the DA, because he's kind of a charming guy who seems to be able to like manipulate people and get information, they talk him into a deal where if he goes in and gets this confession from this suspected child killer, they basically want to find out where the bodies are buried. You know what I mean? They got him for one, and he's up for appeal that he might win. You know what I mean? Because they're saying his confession was coerced. So they're trying to get the actual location of bodies from this guy so that they can say, he said it, we found it, this is the guy, he's staying in jail forever. That's what they want to do. And so he has to come into prison.
And it's based on a true story, right?
Yeah. And it was, oh my gosh, it's really good. It was, it's watching, and Taron Egerton is really good in it too. Just like superb. Because the guy starts describing the things that he's done to these girls, and he has to pretend like he's not horrified by this. And you can just that whole, there's this whole scene, and he does such a great job of just like, he wants to kill this guy, you know what I mean? But he's like, really? Like, oh my gosh, he's just brilliantly portrayed. He does a great job. It's superbly acted. It's creepy though, because this is like, a guy who does terrible things to young girls. And I won't give away how it all ends, but the point is he's in the prison, but it's a worse prison than he would have gone into if he had gone just normally and done his time for what he has done. But it was a more maximum security prison. So they moved him out there to like this place. I think it's in Illinois, but where he would have gone, like, I guess it would have been easier, but he would have served his regular time. But he's going to go there where some of the worst are. And if he gets this guy to do it, they're going to let him out early. They're going to waive the rest of his sentence or whatever. So it's kind of neat. It's a neat story. So that's on Apple TV too as well. And I highly recommend it. So check that out.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. What, I got it. This is not a specific show, but I'm going to give everybody a really good streaming app that's free. All right. So we were just talking about having to pay for a streaming app, right? Mm-hmm, well, if you're into nostalgic stuff, and obviously we are here, especially, this will be nostalgic stuff even before you were born, Aaliyah. But some of the stuff is in the 90s as well. But I'd heard about this and I'd watched some things on it. It's called Tubi, Tubi. You might have heard of it. And it's
TUBI. Yeah.
its website is tubitv.com. TUBITV.com. Let me tell you what's in my to watch list right now on Tubi. Okay, this is why. And I've got like 40 things in here. I'm never gonna watch all these. But they've got from 1990 the Mr. T show TNT is on here.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
They have got the 1943 and 44 Batman and Captain America serials.
Oh,
They've got a whole bunch of Ultraman shows from the 70s all the way up through the 80s, which is a cool Japanese show that sometimes got over here.
So good.
They've got some of the Incredible Hulk movies, the ones that they took a bunch of episodes and made into movies. Those are on.
Oh, yeah.
But right now I've got, and this was the gold mine right here, the Alf animated series.
Oh.
No, you guys did not have the reaction I was hoping for there. No, I'm kidding. I loved Alf, man. I was such a huge fan of Alf. Like a ridiculously huge fan.
I'm familiar, just not.
Yeah,
that
I love
familiar.
that show so much. And then they came out with the animated
that alien
series,
life form,
and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that animated series was pretty funny." And then I've never seen it again, and now here it is on Tubi. So they've got that. They've got the Legend of Zelda TV show from 1989. Inspector Gadget.
Oh my gosh,
going all the way back to 83.
Gadget.
Reboot from 2001, that first like Reboot. CGI type show. Remember that?
Yes,
The original G.I. Joe, 1986. All those different strokes.
All those different strokes.
What's happening and what's happening now? The sequel series.
Yes, the sequel.
Just great show. That was a great show. Logan's Run, which is from 1977.
The movie?
No, the TV show, the corny, terrible TV show. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Remember do you guys remember 227 with Jack Hay and
yes.
I can't remember her name. Yes. She played Florence on the Jeffersons. That was a great show.
Yes,
that's on here.
That's a great show.
Who's the Boss? Give Me a Break. The Jeffersons, which we just mentioned. A-Team V, the series, not the miniseries, but the series that came after.
Oh my gosh.
Fantasy Island, the original. Transformers, Generation 1.
Of course.
TV show. All of Alf too, not just the animated series, but the actual Alf show.
But the actual TV show.
Yeah. Beast Wars, Transformers, 21 Jump Street, Blossom, Max Headroom, which we made a reference to earlier. I mean, these are all in my to watch list because I'm going to watch them again. Silver Spoons, My Two Dads. Do you remember
Silver
this?
Spoons.
That was like Paul Reiser.
I remember My Two Dads.
Yeah, before
Paul Reiser and
he played BJ
Before
and the
Mad
Bear,
About You.
and I can't think of his name.
Yeah, the guy from BJ and the Bear. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
RoboCop the series, which was absolutely just terrible compared to the movies, but it's here and I'm going to watch it because that's what nostalgia is all about. Maybe one of my favorite nostalgic shows of all time, The Greatest American Hero. That show was just, and the
Classic.
theme song. Yeah.
So good. So good.
The original 1974 Shazam TV show, which I remember watching faithfully.
I remember that. Yes.
Airwolf, the original Battlestar Galactica. And this was the reason I came here. Buck Rogers in the 25th century.
In the 25th century.
I mean, it's Buck Rogers.
That's
it's
a classic.
Twiggy.
That's a classic.
It's Mel Twiggy. Yeah, it's Mel Blanc is the voice of Twiggy. And Dr. Cornelius? No.
Sorry.
Cornelius.
Cornelius. Yeah.
Cornelius? Oh, no.
Sorry.
I will say
Colonel Daring. Lieutenant Colonel Daring.
Don't get me started.
Oh, my heart.
Right? Back in the day. Yep. She was every young man had a crush on her for sure. Yeah.
Talk about crush.
We see.
I will say.
Who's the actress? Erin Gray.
Erin Gray. I will say, I don't know if the show holds up.
Buck Rogers? It definitely holds up. Come on.
I'm watching
it.
How does it not hold up?
I will.
I'm laughing so hard. At
How does
some
it
of the
not
plots.
hold up?
And
Are you
some of the
kidding me?
corny jokes. No, it holds up in the sense that it's worth watching. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, it is one of those where I'm like, I can't believe I thought this was so cool, because some of it is now comparably not
silly.
right. But yeah, literally in an episode, this is one of my favorite things that happened in an episode so far is he and I think it was Colonel Deering or Colonel Deering were down in this like pit, and the flames were getting higher in this pit or whatever. And he happened to have like a little grenade. Again, I don't know how he smuggled it in there, because I think they were thrown in the pit as prisoners, but never mind. He has a grenade. And he takes the grenade and he finds this old helmet on the ground of someone else who'd been thrown in the pit and probably had perished. And he takes the helmet and he starts starts the timer on the grenade.
He
puts the helmet on top of the grenade, stands on the helmet.
And they stand on top of the helmet.
And then it explodes and shoots him up. And he grabs onto a pole and climbs up through a hole and rescues them. And the
Buck Rogers did the rocket jump before the rocket jump was a thing.
Right. And the special effects on how he like the sped up camera to like get him up there. It's just pure 80s, man. It's so great. And that,
well, you know what they did was they had him hanging, and then he
reversed
dropped
it,
and they just reversed the film.
That's the way I feel like it must have been. But yeah, no, it's so great. That's why I literally was like, man, I would like to watch Buck Rogers again. Why isn't that streaming anywhere? And so I went to Just Watch, which is a great website, justwatch.com. If you're trying to find something and you want to know where it's streaming or you can purchase digitally, go there, put it in, and they will have everywhere you can see it, whether it's free, stream, rent, cost, and you just click it and go there, buy it, watch it, whatever. Justwatch.com, check it out.
That's cool.
And that's how I ended up finding Buck Rogers at Tubi. But then Utah, this was another great find. Well, before I say that, and two more. TJ Hooker, that was William Shatner at his best. And Heather Locklear. Yeah. And Soap. Soap is one of the 1977 was one of my favorite comedies back in the day.
Soap is one of the best all-time comedies.
Yeah, and it was so ahead of its time for some of the things and characters that were in it.
Well, it had the first gay character on television.
Was he? Is that really officially the first? Well, unfortunately, the actor wasn't.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't.
No, but the character, Billy Crystal. I'm pretty sure played the first.
It was 1970. I mean, Three's Company had a guy who was pretending to be, which is not cool. You know what I mean? It's not what they were looking for. But yeah, I think you might be right. He's the first one that's like, that's who he is. And it's like, that's okay. They did make some jokes in it that would probably be found less funny today, I guess. But again, at the time, they were trying to make it like, mainstream and still be funny, obviously.
He wasn't.
The people who are making the comments were the people representing the people at the time who were intolerant of that. You know what I'm saying? So again, they were satirizing this well before like it was a thing to do. And it's kind of crazy. Yep. But yeah, Soap was great. But this is the show I know that you're going to immediately go and subscribe to Tubi. Not subscribe. It's free. I said it was free.
I've been signed up for Tubi for a while. So
okay. The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
So that's the reason why I subscribed to Tubi.
Yeah.
Why I signed up for Tubi.
So
I found out that Briscoe County was on that. And I'm like, well,
so I did not know. And now I do. So this is, Bruce Campbell.
I don't even know
what a fantastic show.
So Bruce Campbell is a guy
you need to watch
and I are huge fans of, Aaliyah.
Okay.
He's the guy from the Evil Dead movies, which you probably haven't seen because they're horror and you don't like them. And I would not recommend definitely the first two. You don't want anything to do with those movies.
Not the first two. The
Army
third
of
one
Darkness is kind of funny. I mean, it's very funny.
Much more slapstick in comedy.
Yeah, than it is horror, but still. Bruce Campbell is the guy that is in those, and we love this guy. We got our picture taken with him at Wizard World many years ago. He made this Western. It's a Western, And it's so fun. It's so great.
It's kind of a sci-fi Western.
It was my Serenity before, or my Firefly before Firefly. Like when they canceled that, I was so mad. And I still to this day am like, why do we not have a Briscoe County Jr.? And I don't know why he doesn't try to get it to happen now, or at least like some sort of 30 years later reunion film with that is like, you know, says goodbye to the character or something on streaming on Netflix, or somebody's got to want to do this, right? It can't just be us, me and you that want this. I guess it could be.
It could be. It's not me.
I'm not going to say that we're the only ones, Jeff, but I'm going to say that we're probably part of a very relatively exclusive club.
Exclusive.
Well, it's not as exclusive as the guy who's waiting for Hudson Hawk 2 patiently. That's me. Even though Bruce has retired
I think that's just you
from acting. I still would love for there to have been a Hudson Hawk 2.
I don't want anything to spoil. I don't want anything to spoil the lightning in a bottle that is Hudson Hawk.
Right.
Sorry. It's so good on its own.
Yeah. Anyway, so people, I mean, if Briscoe County Jr. is there, Tubi is the place to be, man. And I didn't even say all of them. A-Team. I've got so many shows now to watch because I've filled my
oh wow, I don't know
the Highlander series, which I never thought was as good as the movies, but now I can see them all. Why not? Right?
It's like how much time?
Right, because the Highlander, the Highlander
don't
TV
have
show
the time.
is not about the Highlander from the movie. It's about the Highlander's cousin.
Yeah, which is weird. The 1949 Batman serial is in here as well.
Serial?
Right, the Captain America too, right?
1941 Captain Marvel. That was when Shazam was still allowed to be called Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
The Karate Kid animated series. Do you remember this?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I did too. And I was like, no, I watched that. Yeah, great stuff. Battle Beyond the Stars is on there. That's a movie that's a classic. And then this movie. Everybody hates this movie and everybody hates this person now. So that's why nobody will watch the movie. But Leonard Part 6. Are you familiar?
Oh my God.
With this movie? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Bill Cosby movie.
It's Bill Cosby in a movie called Leonard Part 6.
Like a super secret agent.
Yeah, some sort of. It was weird.
And like there's like a running joke where why Part 6?
Yeah, there's not
because
a Part 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 at all.
There's not parts 1 through 5.
I thought that was genius.
It's the first movie of.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
1987. So I was in high school. And
it probably makes you want to watch it because you're like, oh, this is Part 6, man. I need to watch this so I can watch what else is out there.
Yeah, it is such a bizarre movie, but Bill Cosby.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah,
and that makes it worse.
That's right. And doesn't he wear like a leopard bodysuit or something?
I don't remember. I don't remember everything about it, but I do remember him on an ostrich. But I will say this. So obviously, he's canceled. We don't want to support him. Obviously, and the reason I'm talking about it so nostalgically is because we didn't know any of these things in 1987. You know what I mean? Like Bill Cosby was still the dad, everybody's favorite TV dad. They wanted him to be their own dad.
Dr. Huxtable.
He was still a great person as far as we knew. And I absolutely love this terrible movie. In fact, he wouldn't even do the press for it. Like he hated it. Like he hate.
Oh, because it was so bad.
That film. Yeah, he didn't actually want to do it. And so I think that's another reason it's so bad. But there are a lot of really goofy Bill Cosby movies back then. Remember this Ghost Dad? Do you remember that one?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I do remember Ghost Dad.
That one wasn't as bad as Leonard Part 6.
Yeah.
But it's still, he was, And now,
That's right. He did. Yeah. I think those were the only 2 movies he did though. I know he tried to go beyond TV. And I think those. I don't think it was his. That actually,
it wasn't his purview. No, it wasn't But yeah, it's a shame that he turned out to be this person. It's terrible. Well, but But yeah, if you really want to go back and nostalgically remember him before he was a scumbag, or no, I guess technically he was probably a scumbag then too. We just didn't know.
Still a scumbag.
Yeah.
Right.
That movie.
It was
well, you know what? He's so ashamed of it.
Sweaters.
You could watch his greatest shame. He
right.
does not want you to see it.
Yes.
So we could basically.
So you should see it.
That's how
so
we
you can
get
feel
him.
good about watching it.
I guess.
That's right.
I don't know.
You can feel good about watching it because he hates it so much.
So those are our binge recommendations. We gave you a new channel or a new streaming channel to check out. And that's not all that's there. Like there's movies, there's like all kinds of cool stuff.
It's kind of amazing
Farscape
how Tubi
is on
does
there.
it.
Sorry. Dark Shadows.
Oh,
That's one that I'm watching. Sorry, I could just sit here and tell you
that I had got
other
to
shows
Dark Shadows.
over and over.
Yeah,
Mork and Mindy, the unauthorized story of Mork and Mindy, not the Mork and Mindy show, but the unauthorized.
The documentary.
Well, it was like a docudrama or whatever, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why it's unauthorized.
Exactly. Great stuff. Addams Family, all fun. So check that out, tubitv.com. And then we talked about Apple TV. Gotta watch Severance. If you're not watching Severance, you are missing out. It's worth getting the Apple TV trial if that's offered, just to binge that show. Like it's that good. I mean, it's probably one of the most creative shows.
Have really sucked me in.
I have ever seen.
It's really well done.
In a long time. They just do it. Yeah, they do a fantastic job. And then, The Imperfects we talked about. That's on my list, so I'm going to definitely check that out. A couple of them that I didn't mention because I went so crazy about Tubi TV, but more current shows is there's this director last name I think it's Michael Flanagan. He's directed The House on Haunted Hill and Haunting at Bly Manor. Haunting at Hill House. Haunting at Hill House. I'm sorry, is the name of it. I think
Hill
right?
House. Is that the one with Daniel Craig?
No, it's a TV series on Netflix. You know what? I'm totally blew this. I was going to give like cool, a cool new show and I'm blowing it. Here we go. Haunting of Bly Manor and The Haunting of Hill House were the two big shows that he did for Netflix. Haunting of Hill House is a really slow burn, chilling, like scary show. It's really good. Bly Manor I haven't seen yet, but they're all directed by this guy named
Mike Flanagan. You said
Mike Flanagan. I'm trying to find it. It doesn't say. It just says who the cast is, which is lame. The cast is great. The fact that it lists the cast only is lame.
I was the same. Wow. Okay.
But they're calling these shows
Jeez.
the Flaniverse because he's made a bunch of them now, and they're all on Netflix.
He's made a couple hauntings now.
And well, he made those two, but then he also made a show called Midnight Mass. And that is the most unique take on vampires I have ever seen. So good.
I have that on my watch list.
Watch it. I'm not kidding. I binged that.
All right.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I couldn't stop. Like I just binged straight through it when I was at a conference. Every time I went back to my hotel room, I watched another episode until I was finished with it. It is the most unique vampire tale I have ever seen. It's really good. And then, it's just a unique take. I shouldn't say the most unique I've ever seen. I mean, there's lots of great vampire movies, but I've never seen it like this. It's really interesting. The Midnight Club is another one that he did. That one is a bunch of kids.
Does that have vampires too?
Yes.
So this one is like an anthology, and it's about these kids that are in a hospice because they're all dying of various things. And they've chosen to go into this hospice that's this old house or whatever. That's this nice, idyllic place to kind of, and they can relate to other kids like themselves. And when I say kids, they're like older teens, not really kids. They're like ready to be emancipated. They're older. And so they're in this house, and every night at midnight they meet and they have this time where they each tell stories. And you would think, okay, so every episode's a new story, and that's kind of interesting concept. And it is. But the real compelling story is what's going on in the house that with the characters, and the acting in it is so great. These kids are just phenomenal. Like I couldn't believe how much I love this show. So that's the Midnight Club.
Is the hospice house haunted? Is this the haunting at hospice house?
Basically, yeah. There's something weird going on there too. So it's not just weird things happening in their stories. You know what I mean?
It's like actually happening around them.
So Mike, again, I think it's Mike Flanagan. Yes, Mike Flanagan. There we go. I found it. Yeah. It's the Flaniverse, the things that he has directed, and they're fantastic. He also did Stephen King's Gerald's Game. And it was very faithful to the book. And he directed that too. Right. And he has little things that tie them all together, like Stephen King does. Like in almost all of them, somebody's reading a Stephen King novel too, which is kind of funny.
That's nice. That's a nice throwback.
And in one of them, I think they're reading a book that somebody in the other movie wrote, or something. I don't know. It's fun it's little Easter eggs. I like directors that do that. Have some fun, make you watch all of it to have a good time. Yeah, it's a good time. So that's my big
Flaniverse,
one. Other than Tubi, yeah.
So the Flaniverse is two hauntings and two midnights so far.
A Midnight Club, Midnight Mass, Gerald's Game. These are all on Netflix. And I think there's a couple other ones too. On Gerald's Game. Gerald's Game is a dangerous game. I don't know if you've ever read that. It's quite dangerous. So
it is. I remember. Yeah. I have to watch that.
It's pretty faithful. And the acting is good in it. So there you go. So that's my thing. Tubi TV and Flaniverse. Check those out. You're going to enjoy them. And the Flaniverse is great because it's Halloween coming up. It's spooky time. Watch some spooky stuff. Yeah. These are ghost stories. They're just
come on. Stop shaking your head, Aaliyah. It's the perfect time to watch scary stuff, Aaliyah. It's the perfect time to watch scary stuff, Aaliyah.
Everyone's poor eardrums. Yeah, that
wasn't that loud. It was pretty creepy though.
No.
I'm trying to tell you guys what is happening next time. So what is today? Today's 22nd, right? No.
Why don't you go to the grocery store, Aaliyah?
Today is the 23rd.
23rd. Now 22nd was yesterday. Next week, we have great guest. We have a band joining us. Toby Danger.
A band.
No, Toby Danger is not next week. Yes, it is next week. Sorry. Toby Danger is next week. Sorry.
Love the name, whether they're here next week or not.
The interview,
it fits the theme.
The interview lists one of the guy's names. And I'm like, who's that guy? The band is called Toby Danger.
Danger?
They are a geek rock. They are a geek pop, rock punk type band.
Danger's their last name.
You can find their music on Spotify and check it out. There's some funny stuff. And they have a song called All Hallows Steve, which is their Halloween song. And they're going to join us on Halloween or the day before Halloween, the 30th. And hopefully we'll play that song and we'll ask them what the inspiration was and what it's like being a nerd rock band.
Who's Steve?
Fun. Yeah. And why is he all hallowed?
Who, me? Sorry, I was reminding me of Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Since you said that, last thing before we go.
There's a movie.
Blue's Clues movie is coming to Paramount, right? Paramount Plus, I believe. It's the new guy is the character. Josh and Blue get lost in New York City, and Joe and Steve the detective, he's now a private detective. He's like wearing the whole Sam Spade outfit and everything.
He's a PI
Steve,
now.
The detective, and Joe have to actually go and find Josh. Wait, Josh
and Blue.
And Blue. So they're lost in New York. It looks like a lot of fun. I mean, obviously that's for kids, but my kids grew up with Blue's Clues. I know that they'll still like love it from a nostalgic standpoint. You know what I mean?
It's for us.
Yes.
Let's be real.
And then you see Steve back in action. Like, who doesn't love Steve,
come
right?
On. Seeing Steve and Joe back again, like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like
and it's bringing them all together. It's like It's like the end
Yeah,
game of
it's so cool.
Blue's Clues.
That's right.
You've got
this is exactly
everybody's
the
come back
Avengers.
together. Yes,
and-
No, it's the Spider-Man. They're pointing at each other.
No Way Home. Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to do do a meme. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Put it out there.
With Josh, Joe, and Steve all pointing at each
Josh
other
and
like,
Steve
hey, you,
and-
hey. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Trademark.
a clue.
All right.
A clue. No, you're a clue. No, you're a clue.
They all have clues on
Trademark,
them and they're all pointing at each other. Wait, you're the clue?
It's
No,
a
I'm
clue.
the clue.
Where? Your clue? You're a
Oh
clue.
my gosh.
We-
So that
we
went off the
trademark.
rails. Thanks so much for listening. We appreciate it. This was kind of one of those long rambling episodes where we just kind of talked about everything. We hope that you were just kind of having some goofy times along with us because that's what we hope you get from it. But back to the guests next week. It will be, like I said, Toby Danger. That's very exciting. And then
Danger.
And then we are off. We are not having a show on November 6th because that is the day after Utah and I are doing Extra Life, which is to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals while we play video games for 24 hours. That will start Tuesday night, November 4th. I'm thinking about kicking off with Jackbox.
Whoa. Not Tuesday night, November 4th.
Did I say Tuesday? Friday. Friday night. Thank you.
I'm like, Tuesday? What?
We probably will try to do some Jackbox sometime during that 24 hours. We will bring some friends in and do some Jackbox, but we're planning to play. I'm going to play some Gotham Knights. We're going to play some Evil Dead. We're going to play some Ghostbusters Unleashed or Spirits Unleashed. You can see my Ghostbuster as Buff Santa. I just posted him on Twitter recently, so you can watch Buff Santa bust the ghosts of Christmas present, past and future.
It's time for some seasons beatings.
That's right. Buff Santa is busting ghosts for Extra Life, so please join us for that. And we will not have a show the 6th. So, Aaliyah, you won't be playing video games for 24 hours, but you get a break. How's cool is that? Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So, very exciting.
How cool is that? What's up with that?
What's up with that?
So, exciting stuff coming up.
Can't do it.
Toby Danger, Extra Life. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great week. And hope you join us for Toby Danger.
Waiting.
The Podcast is Real is a Wild Gone Geek production.